Several headlines have described him as headstrong and others as a goon, but we know him as the Abagusi spokesman and also the Dagoretti North Member of Parliament. I am talking about Honorable Mr. Simba Arati. Thank you so much for coming on to ECAV.
Thank you.
We appreciate you making time for us, and we do not take that for granted. All right, let's get into the questions immediately. So please tell us about your growing up. How was your experience, you know?
Contrary to many assertions people are making, I've never been a goon, and I wouldn't be a goon. I'm a strong believer. I'm a Christian, and I uphold the principles of Christianity throughout my life. And I would want to see a society which is cohesive, which is peaceful at all the time. That's me. Because of my background. I came from a humble background. Today, where I am, I'm proud wherever I am today, and whom I've made of myself as Simba Arati. Therefore, I know because of my position, almost every time I take, I'm not a person who has two devices. Uh, when I'm given a responsibility, I take it fullest, to its fullest, and I become too loyal to a commitment, because with my faith, we are taught once that if your yes means yes, your no means no. Therefore, you'll never get me mangering, moving from one corner to another. Actually, if you come to my office every Monday and Friday, I'm meeting my constituents. Just listening to them. Even if I don't give a solution immediately, I give them a hope.
A lot of times they say the name you're given at birth builds character and it empowers you to be who you are in society. Do you think your parents saw something and they named you Simba, or they had insight that you probably did not have by naming you Simba, and now that is what makes you who you are?
When I was born, I was given a Simba, the name Simba. As a young boy, I could not understand before, even naming the animals. That is the king of the jungle. But these things, anything even the name you give to a baby, sometimes it resonates for a while. Therefore, I thank my dad because of giving me the name Simba. Of course, my dad and my mom to have agreed to give me the name of Simba. And I'm proud. This is not that it's a name I've earned through political, activities. It's a name I was given at birth. And I must stand by the principles of Lion, of not wavering, steadfast, and focused. Yeah. And even you have seen almost every time lions, like eagles, eat fresh, play, they make themselves. They can't eat. They are not like hyenas. Hyenas, they can eat carcasses. The lions, they don't eat the carcasses. They eat fresh.
You mentioned in a certain interview, or maybe it was a rally, I am not a violent person, but just like a lion, I can't keep calm when I'm wrong. This statement in itself, to what degree of you can't keep calm when you're wrong, what actions are you willing to take?
There is a common principle which states that many people see things the way they are and ask why. But me, I ask why not. That's the problem with me. Because I would want always to challenge. Though I was taught in a high school that authority is unchallengeable, we normally try to challenge and ask why not. Therefore, at any given time, like any other human being, provocations beyond limit, it requires also some preventive measures. Like it is that I did some little of economics back in college. There is a common principle that I repeat everywhere I am, that for a human being to give positive results, pain must be inflicted in them. If it's not pain, I can't work. If it's not pain, I can't work hard for my babies to go to school. If it's not pain, you can't work because if money was easy to come by, therefore pain, it has its own advantage. I was opposed to gambling by any measure, because my religion also forbids gambling, as the Bible states. But you see, gambling, takes back to society for, idleness. People, they don't want to work hard, and in doing so, you get that it's very little development can be done in a country. A country like ours, where we are sure economy is doing badly, that we are thriving through betting, through gambling. A country that its economy, GDP, is doing very well, a country like China, there is nowhere other than Macau City you will get gambling happening. Therefore, here we are very happy that what we can give the young people is betting. You know, people work very hard in the Mjengo construction sites. They come to bet. Little money that has been given by the parents, children go around to bet. You know, we are getting our priorities wrong. It's a society where morals are gone completely down.
Recently, there have been headlines about the president of Kenya saying that he does not understand why Kenyans are broke. Do you understand why Kenyans are broke?
I do. It's because of leadership. The leadership, the president, it could be having a good idea for the country. But who are helping the president? Who is the deputy president? Who are the ministers? You know, these are his circle. What are they doing for betterment? Because what is presented before the table is that the economy is growing. Therefore, you don't expect the president to go to Kaongoro and start eating maize, as I do. He believes strongly that his people, they are doing well. But the unfortunate thing, those ones who are implementing the policies of the government, they are failing, and they are failing the people of the country. You expect, I don't know if you're married, if you're married, you always want to help your husband. The hard part of it. Even this leadership of the president and the deputy, where the president could be going wrong, is the deputy to tell him, president, hey, things these are how they are. But you can't get where the deputy is undermining his own boss. Therefore, you expect things to work. Therefore, the unfortunate thing is that the president also should come to realization, ask his own people. There is no way, I want to say this, there is no way crime will come down as long as there is unemployment in the country. The only way to sort out the issues of crime in the country is by creating more job opportunities for the people.
A few weeks or probably months ago, where a Kenyan citizen snuck into JKIA and he entered the engines of the plane and he fell in England. No follow-up was done by the Kenyan government, and these are problems that people are always facing, always believing that going out there's something better. What measures are in place? Because even with the jobs, he was a cleaner per se, which was not confirmed by the company he worked for, but he was a cleaner. He was doing the bare minimum. He was working hard to earn his living, and I'm assuming he tried his level best. He couldn't get it, so he sought out. And these are problems we're facing because the Kenya Film Board is against youth producing music. They're constantly telling them whatever they're singing is not for consumption, is not for this and that.
You know, like a case of the JKA, the UK, it's unfortunate that you will see morality is gone. People think of money. The society has to be, even the church has failed us, especially the church has failed us completely. If you see every church which is coming up, save for those ones which are established and they were there before, they preach along the money issues. And the young people, when they grow up, is that every person wants to make money. There is nothing like morality. Society is gone, where leaders, the first thing we'll do is which space of land is empty around, we can grab, we can make more money. How can we make deals? That's happening. And every person who gets an opportunity now says, may I make more? I don't know of tomorrow, because we are not certain of what is happening tomorrow. It's only in Kenya where we are opening more police stations. England, they were closing some police stations, and the jail, our prisons. Therefore, what is happening is that the people who have been mandated by the same people, by the Mwananchi, they have failed that Mwananchi terribly.
So you're saying Kenya is in need of a revolution?
It is, especially to deal with these individuals for once. So that morality, nothing will come easy. Therefore, one of the fine days, I don't want to disclose, but one of the fine days, we will dare what the president said, that arrest, will arrest, and they can't believe it.
But like with most revolutions, it comes with a lot of blood. And what are you?
Ours may not be bloody. It may be, we'll use reasonable force. Anybody who will want to use excessive force, I believe that the apparatus of the government will be able to deal with it, because we are allowed also in the constitution to protest and do what exactly the president directed us.
And maybe just a clarification for your supporters, is there any future for you, maybe as a gubernatorial seat for either Kisii or Nairobi?
I want to clarify, first of all, the Abakuse spokesman.
Yeah.
They started a joke, I'm the elder. I'm not an elder. The only thing is generational change. And that's why when I was given the spokesman to be a spokesman of Kisii, there are those ones who opposed. I expect him to oppose. That's a society, and that's an elder society. What I'm saying is that if anybody else is outside there who want to be again a spokesman, let him come. He will be only be number 2. Because I'll be already taken over. But then, that's not even important. For the young people, I've climbed that ladder from the lowest bit of it, where I was paying a house rent of 1,200. I could not even pay. Today I'm a member of parliament, earning close to 1 million salary every month. It is possible. It's possible outside. Even after I've finished college, I came back starting selling smoke. There's nothing I've not done. I went to school using one receipt for 1 week. Monday I'm given, KVS, when when it's full you must hold up there. Therefore that receipt I could be given on Monday. I will use it the whole week just to get to school, to get that education. Therefore, what is happening is that I wish the young people, there's an opportunity for us to be able to do the right thing. For us to have a generation to be proud of. Even for those ones, I want just to ask those ones who are stealing from the government, big money. Actually, I want to tell you, unfortunately for 5 years, that the 5 years that Jubilee was in government, then before, there is somebody who took advantage. He could solicit money from civil servants. If you are a PS, you must bring money to his office. If you are a CS, he will give you a target, which you must bring every Friday. Yeah? And that money, we have seen it playing in every functions.
Name them and shame them.
No, of course, I'm talking about Deputy President. Okay. Deputy President, in 5 years, what he used to do is collecting money from civil servants.
So what is your message for the youth moving forward for the 2022 elections?
I would want to impress the peaceful coexistence of all the communities. The young people, let them get something to engage themselves in. Even when a member of parliament, all politicians, they're going to call you for 200, 500. You have already something to be doing, because it's a small exercise.
You're clearly passionate about helping the society in terms of being a leader, but if you did not have this position of member of parliament, how else do you feel you would have impacted the society and helped the people of Kenya for them?
First things first, I want to tell you, if it's not for God, today, it's not that my tribe is the majority here. Yeah? They are not. Actually, they are minority. But surprisingly, that I have been beating even those ones who pretend to be coming from from a popular ethnic group in my constituency. Therefore, it's God who puts people into power. But also the devil, God allows the devil also to bring his own people to test test the water. But I want to say that for me, I thank God for what he has done. If it's money, I didn't have money, but God has given me an opportunity to serve my people. And I'll do it to the best of my ability. And be it that I was not a member of parliament, I would have continued serving humanity differently, from different levels.
And of course, before we leave, we want to make sure you are very secure. You've let us into your home, but what are you doing about security? Because you had leveled some allegations towards another member of parliament.
Actually, Mheshimiwa Sudi calls me a day before election, the by-election of Kibra. And the first word that he utters is that, "We'll kill you." Tom, don't be stupid. Kill me. You may die ahead of me. We argued on phone, and I told him I'm ready. Death comes once, and even the one who has died at 70, another one like me, I'll die at 38, another one at 10 is dead. Security is not a big issue. I know God provides. But anybody who will dare to come my way, of course, even if there are 10 of them, I must go with 7 of them. We must go with them to the grave. That one, I'm assured. A bit, God has blessed me. My dad used to be a police officer. Some little of experience in handling these kind of things. I'm certain that God will give me wisdom to deal with them. The only thing, I'm sure, you cannot take my life. Your family to be that you take my life, and I know you have taken my life, and my whole lineage to leave you to enjoy also the life of this world. You must follow me as soon as I've gone.
On a lighter note, though, we have talked about all the challenges of being a politician, and as we can clearly see, it is a difficult job to hold. How do you go back at the end of the day and make peace with yourself and come back to your senses and say, now, with a clear head, this is my target for tomorrow, and to do that with a clear mind? What do you do to unwind at the end of the day?
The truth is that I'm a closed person. If you don't get me in parliament, you get me in a function, you get me home. Those are the best things. If I've not gone farming, because I do little farming, to justify my money where I'm getting an extra coin, I do farming. Nothing. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I have one wife.
Clearly, the polygamous bill does not favor you in any way.
Okay, doesn't, but I believe strongly in the wife I have, because she gives me everything. If the babies I have, if the love she gives me, therefore these other things, they are neither here nor there. Therefore, I'm satisfied as a family man. And the bit which makes me happy is when I've spoken to my people. That it's only that I didn't have somebody to talk to me at the time when I was young. Therefore, when I get an opportunity to talk to people, it satisfies my heart. When I listen to their problems and try to go around it, it satisfies me. More happier than even going to drink, if there was a drink, because I've never tasted drinking. That's what I am.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on to eCup.
Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing whatever your political future holds. That has been the hot seat with Dagoretti North Member of Parliament, Simba Arati. And that is Honorable Simba Arati, who made time for eCup just so you could get the things you need to know about your politicians and what you need to know that's happening in Kenya right now. This has been the hot seat. My name is Laura Mbata. Keep it eCup.